Good afternoon and welcome everybody on this great game. Today, participants will compete in the field of open banking. With me, I have on stage a great group of experts of open banking that will watch on the merits of the game. Dorota Poniatowska, CIO of Credit Agricole, with 20 years in the field. Bartłomiej Nocoń, Director from Polish Bank Association and European Payments Council from Brussels. And Andrzej Zduńczyk, Director of Product Development in BIG and mentor of BIG Hub. And today we have two participants that will compete to win the main prize. So please welcome Tomasz Motyl, CIO of Aion Bank and its sister company Vodeno. And Jozef Klaassen, Vice President, Head of Sales of Aiia. Okay, it's time to get to know each other, our participants, a little bit more. So, Tomasz, I know that you like to travel. Any interesting destination you visited recently?
I used to travel, like all the hours I used to do it before the COVID, let's say that way. I had the chance to just come back 2 weeks ago from lovely place in Italy, Bari. So I have my battery is on, so I have this chance opportunity to spend it some time, and now I try to compete, Jozef.
Okay, Jozef, I know that you have a very interesting story to tell us about your past experiences of a very interesting field.
Thank you so much for having me here. My name is Jozef, and I'm honored to be here, really, because Poznan, in particular, holds a special place for me. It was 2008, and I was rowing for the Dutch national team, and I qualified for the Olympics here on Lake Malta, here in Poznan. I was thinking about it. We actually beat the Russians here. Gladly.
Okay, fantastic. So let's start the game. Let's start the round one. In this round, I will ask both of our participants questions. I will ask you for the answers. You will have 15 seconds. And I will ask you to put your headphones on.
And the music will be?
Okay. Can you hear me well? Super.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to ask for the round one questions, please.
Good luck. Good luck.
Okay, so I will direct the questions to both of you, and then I will tell which person is supposed to answer. And the second person will be listening to the music. You may dance. Okay, so question number one. When and where was the PSD2 directive implemented first? And let me direct this question to Tomasz first.
So the first one was the UK, and UK in January 2018. This was the starting for this journey.
And that's the fantastic answer. Thank you, Tomasz. Now question to Jozef.
In 2018 in the UK.
Okay, that's the correct question. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the second question. Which country has delayed PSD2 implementation by 2 years? And let's start with Jozef this time.
Germany.
And that's a fantastic answer. Thank you very much. And now the same question to Tomasz.
I think there are a lot of countries who are delayed, unfortunately, but Germany is the latest, unfortunately.
And that's the marvelous answer. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next question. How frequently the AIS consent should be renewed? And let's start with Tomasz this time.
So in 90 days, so 1990.
Marvelous, thank you. And the same question to Jozef.
90 days.
That's correct. Thank you very much. Applause, please. Okay, what is the correct name of the open banking certificate stated in the PSD2? And we start with Jozef this time.
The EIDAS certificate.
Correct, thank you. And the question to Tomasz?
So we have the PIS and AIS, so both. So this is how the things will be look like. PSD2, EIS, PIS.
Yeah, this certificate. Thank you. Yes. Now let's go to the next question. Which country has the biggest amount of TPPs, Tomasz?
So because the UK started first, so the UK.
Thank you. That's a great answer. And the second, Jozef?
The UK.
Correct. Thank you very much. And now the last question in this round. What is the difference between screen scraping and API calls? And let's start with Jozef this time.
My answer would be that screen scraping is where you can collect any data on the screen, not that favorable, and then API calls, you get the data that the bank provides to you.
Okay. Any comments from our experts on that?
Let's wait for the answer from Tomasz.
Okay, yes, Tomasz.
Okay, I have the lovely music. But you know, screen scrapping and APIs are totally two different stories. No, the API gets with the direct connection, the dedicated interface, the regulated kind of the business, and screen scrapping is just the ugly way to get the data.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you. Do we accept both answers?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So, expert certified. And now it is time for us to start the second round. The first round went great. Experts approved all the answers that you gave, so we have the second round. I would like to ask for the second round questions, please. Okay, so the second round consists of 3 challenge questions that will be asked by our experts. Time for the answer for you is 1.5 minute. And I would like to ask you to be precise and answer the question. So let's start with the question number 1 from Dorota.
Thank you very much. And congratulations, both of you, for passing the first round. So, what was the main goal of open banking in the eye of regulator? They wanted to open the exchange of the information using more, I would so call it, civilized way, with the permission of the customer, without screen scrapping, with using APIs. So they issued RTSs in order to standardize, the way how the information is being exchanged and how the initiation of the payments is being done. But we have the challenge in the market because there are differences in regions, differences in the countries. So something which was supposed to be simple became not so simple. Even with the Polish standard API, we have differences in implementation. So it could create a kind of the obstacle for the non-banks to really, get into this market. So my question is, how you evaluate and elaborate on that a little bit, if we succeed after more than 2 years of implementation of PSD2 with opening the market for non-banks entities.
Okay, and let's start with answering the question for Tomasz.
So of course, this is quite a big challenge, how to make the mass market, let's say, available for the PSD2, because we know with the learning curve, not only for the TPP perspective, but mainly for the client perspective, how to use it and when to use it, and what kind of add value we can get from that. I think this is the key point, how to find this solution, let's say, available for the wider spectrum. I think nowadays that people are moving to the mobile and have this kind of the up-to-up direction for the PSD2. This is the open door, open door for this activity. We are using this on the different market, as you said, Dorota. Of course, it's differently from country to country. Different data are also coming back using the AIS method or even the PIS methods. So I think that this is the way how we want to do it. I think all the us of the audience as well, trying to navigate and try to learn the clients and the TPPs as well, how to make this add value properly available for all clients. So I think this is just ahead of us, not yet. Let's go around the corner, but I see more and more cases when we are using this for our own solution and also for the partners, where you are the door opener for them.
Thank you, Tomasz. And now, Jozef.
So I've been listening to music, and in my earphones is At Last, My Lonely Days Are Over. And I was thinking about that in answering your question, and I was thinking about a bank. At last, my lonely days are over. I can share my data with other providers. So I would say the answer to your question would be twofold. Yes, we have been successful, but also yes, there is a long road to go. There is a significant amount of things that are now capable under PSD2, but in terms of standardization and making it more and more accessible, there's still several hurdles to go through still.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I would say that, I'm with you for the approach and the way you are thinking. It is absolutely correct. We are not yet to the point where we should be, but development is on the way. And to prove that we are far away from the target is, to see how many TPPs we have registered in Poland. So this is correct. Your evaluation and your answers are perfect.
Thank you very much, Dorota. And now it's time for the question from Bartek.
Congratulations, guys, for the first phase. Good to see you. Well, my question will stay in the open banking area as well, having in mind that the principles of open banking have been enforced in the European Union over 4 years. And if we look at the banking sector, almost all of the banks within their strategies, they put the open data, open finance, open banking as one of the pillars of its strategies. But on the other hand, when we look at the data, it seems that 62% of the customers coming from the European Union, they currently do not use open banking at itself. Well, the question is the open banking on a mass route on its adoption within the customer database? And on the other hand, what to do, having in mind that Apple Pay, Google Pay, Pay by Links are very similar to the PIS payments? What's your opinion and what's your view? Please answer the question. Thank you.
Okay, so now the question is directed to Jozef.
I would say in two parts to your question, right? And in terms of are we getting to the point of mass scale, we're not at mass scale yet, clearly. I think we're on that journey, and I think we've done a great job so far of getting started. There is so much opportunity, there's so much space. If you look at what's all possible, how much cash is still in the economy, how much paper invoices are still in the economy, what's still possible in terms of digital innovation. There's still so much that's possible. So we're not there yet, but it's coming. The second part to your question, and in terms of user uptake and stuff, I think that as we innovate further and digitalize more and more experience, this will come. So that would be my answer to your question.
Okay, thank you, Jozef. And now let's have the answer from Tomasz.
So I have the lovely music Georgia on my mind, so I try to figure out what's next to tell about it. But of course, I think that what Bart you mentioned, this is the question about how we want to put in the whole seamless process this type of the payments. The clients, because they don't want to just to use the PZ to PIS because they want to use the PZ to PIS. They will just use it for something. So I think if we have the capability and the possibility to move it on the way, that it is a seamless process for them. It is one type of the payment. This is how we can just engage the client and to use it. So I think we already have this kind of the examples in Europe. Unfortunately, not in Poland yet, but in Europe we have it even in our portfolio, where the PIS is quite often used by the clients just to do something else. Because it's not the things that the pay by links and Blix is all over Europe. It's only here. And the other country, I see more and more PIS stuff which is going on and more use cases which seamlessly show the clients this possibility.
Thank you, Tomku. Bart, any comments?
Thank you. Yeah, my comment is that we are at the beginning of this mass route to the open banking. But the position is well stated at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the final question from Andrzej.
Last but not least, I hope. So my question is regarding the hot topic now, the buy now, pay later in the context of open banking. And though this type of payment is known for years, buy now, pay later, but it exploded in popularity last years when the pandemic came and when the customers shifted into online shopping. And some younger customers also getting bolder in their spending. So the BNPL was labeled as the future of millennial finance even. And to prove out some statistic according to Forbes, the percentage of Z generation, which grown of using buy now pay later, has grown sixfold from 6% in 2019 to 36% 2021. And also millennials doubled to 41% last year, and Generation X, which I represent of, also tripled. So buy now, pay later has experienced exponential growth, and as we witness that, we also can see the major shifts in business models of financial institutions. And it leads us to the question, where this revolution of payment experience lead us to, and what are the critical factors that will determine the future of how we shop, pay, and exchange value?
Okay, thank you, Andrzej, for the question. And this time I would like to ask Tomasz to answer first.
Buy now, pay later, of course, is the growing type of the business, as well as the EWA, so earning, wearing ages services for that perspective. So I think the more and more it's coming from that. So people are not just waiting for another type of the loan, another type of the product, but definitely say the buy now, pay later, and this is how we also call another type of the product, like the decouple card. So when you have the chance to get the money not from your own say the card owner, but also of your home bank account. So I think this is the way how the people want to react. So how they want to progress, and of course the e-commerce making these first moves, and we see that any scam on the e-commerce later on for sure will be also in the brick and mortar. The same story has to be done. Of course, this is our say ambitions to be sure that we able to present also this type of the payments all over the Europe and also in the brick and mortar. Because of course the generation Z and X, however you call this generation, we remember that now it's everybody are using the mobile phone. So my father is 83 and is heavy user of the mobile phone. Paying everything with the mobile, using the cards. So don't put the clients and the people to the one row, because everybody say doing this. Now it's the things how we will present it and how we will deliver this type of service for the client.
Thank you, Tomasz. And Jozef, a question over to you.
I'm back. Really, the music's quite loud, and you sit here humming on. Anyway, to your question, I'd like to answer this in two parts. Two things about buy now, pay later, and then talk about innovation. Buy now, pay later. there is a fantastic opportunity for open banking to assist in buy now, pay later environments, for the use of data to enhance the experience for the person, making a buy now, pay later transaction. And the provider of that can assess what is best for that customer and provide a very tailored experience. So using AIS or using data to provide a better customer experience. That's one thing. The other thing I'd like to mention on buy now, pay later is there's been a tremendous uptake, as you said, and particularly in terms of consumer buy now, pay later. I think with open banking, there's a really great opportunity to extend that to a lot of businesses and provide a similar sort of capability for providers to enable small business, small and medium enterprises to manage cash flow much better through buy now, pay later experiences. So on buy now, pay later, those two things for sure. On innovation generally, I think that the buy now, pay later example is really great example of, at the end of the day, what matters not so much is the transaction, but the actual financial transaction, but the exchange of trust.
Jozef, time is up.
Okay, cheapest, fast.
Andrzej?
She's strict.
Thanks for your answers. I basically agree with both of you. Actually, at the end, the customers is the one who decides if it's okay or not okay. But I think we're gonna make a mass adoption of buy now, pay later and open banking together, as you said. Also, even in small business and other businesses, that's very important. And that's our role, to give it technology, to give us this experience to the customers more smooth and good. So.
Super. Okay.
Great.
Thank you,
very much.
Andrzej. So this is the end of the round 2.
Who won?
It's time for you to take off your headphones. I would like to thank our experts very much. It seems that the challenge was very balanced. It was super exciting, but I don't see one winner that can come up like this from this scene. So I would like to ask audience for help. So if you could be so kind and take your phones and scan the QR code that is presented on the screen and vote for the winner of the game of the open banking.
A couple of people have to vote for Tomasz, otherwise we won't get any votes. So.
No, for Jozef definition. We cannot vote ourselves, so.
Okay. So. Okay.
I
so
spoke
we
too
have
loudly.
still votes. We have still votes. Okay.
You're making me sweat.
Okay, last 2 seconds, please.
Jozef is rowing easier than that.
Okay, dear,
I'm going back to
so
Malta.
I would say that, as you can see, you were voting, so we have 2 winners anyway. So big congrats,
Big applause.
everybody. Can I ask, yes, for some support? Okay, so thank you very much. You are both the winners and super experts, so many thanks to both of you. Jozef, thank you. You're so kind that you're not standing straight because I look like a flip-flop with you.
Thank you so much, Gosha, and thank you so much for hosting us here.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to say many thanks for this great audience and see you next time. And I have another request to you that in case you have any idea and maybe some proposal for us to use a new TV show in our next panels, please contact me via LinkedIn. Thank you.